On an autumn morning nearly 1,000 years ago, smoke rose from thousands of hearth fires along the Mississippi River. It drifted slowly upward into the pale sky, spreading like a veil above a city that, by every measurable standard, should not have existed. There were no stone walls, no written language carved into monuments, no iron weapons, and yet below that rising smoke stood the largest city north of Mexico, a metropolis so vast, so organized, and so powerful that for centuries even modern America struggled to believe it had ever been real. Its name was Cahokia, and for more than 700 years, the land itself tried to forget it. The Mississippi River has always been a restless thing. It shifts, swells, retreats, and returns with a patience that dwarfs human memory. Long before levees attempted to restrain it, and long before engineers mapped its moods, the river shaped everything around it: soil, forests, trade routes, and the lives of the people who lived along its banks. Around the year 900 CE, something extraordinary began to happen in the floodplain across from what is now St. Louis, Missouri. Small farming villages, scattered and independent and modest, began to change. They did not simply grow larger, they reorganized. Houses were rebuilt in careful alignments. Public spaces appeared where none had existed before. Fields expanded outward in geometric patterns. Roads formed. Ritual structures rose. Populations surged. Then, sometime around 1050 CE, growth accelerated with breathtaking speed. Within a single human lifetime, the settlement transformed into a planned urban center covering nearly 6 square miles. Tens of thousands of people lived there. Estimates range from 15,000 to over 40,000 at its peak, making it larger than London at the same time. This was not accidental expansion. This was deliberate construction. This was urban design. And at its center rose a structure that still defies immediate comprehension. Monk's Mound does not look like a pyramid at first glance. From a distance, it resembles a broad earthen hill rising gently above the flat Mississippi plain. But as one approaches, the scale becomes undeniable. The base covers more than 14 acres. It rises about 100 feet high in 4 massive terraces. Its footprint is larger than the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Yet, unlike Egyptian pyramids, it was not built from quarried stone. It was built from earth. Basket after basket after basket of soil, clay, and sediment, carried by human hands, compacted in layers, engineered for stability, and shaped with geometric precision. Archaeologists estimate that more than 20 million basket loads of earth were used in its construction. No draft animals pulled carts, no metal tools cut the ground. Everything was done manually. Atop the summit stood a massive structure, likely a temple, council house, or residence of the city's highest authority. From that height, leaders could see across the entire urban landscape: plazas, neighborhoods, ceremonial spaces, and the endless fields beyond. Cahokia was not just architecture, it was political power made visible. Cahokia was not isolated. It was the center of a vast economic network that stretched across much of North America. Archaeological evidence reveals materials transported over astonishing distances. Copper arrived from the Great Lakes region, hammered into ornaments and ceremonial objects. Marine shells came from the Gulf Coast, shaped into beads and ritual tools. Obsidian traveled from the Rocky Mountains, its volcanic glass sharper than any locally available stone. Mica sheets came from the Appalachian Mountains, shimmering in ceremonial use. These were not random exchanges. They represent structured trade relationships linking dozens, perhaps hundreds of communities. Goods flowed into Cahokia and influence flowed outward. Cahokia was not simply participating in trade, it was organizing it. The city's layout reveals a society deeply concerned with order, symbolism, and cosmic alignment. At the heart of Cahokia stretched a vast open plaza, larger than many modern public squares, capable of holding thousands of people. Surrounding it stood more than 100 earthen mounds of varying shapes